Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders forced to respond after several women who worked on his 2016 campaign have come forward to the New York Times alleging that they had experienced sexual harassment. So here is what Senator Sanders told CNN's Anderson Cooper.
So I certainly apologize to any woman who felt that she was not treated appropriately. And of course, if I run, we will do better next time.
And just to be clear, you seem to indicate that you did not know at the time about the allegations. Is that correct?
Yes, I was a little bit busy running around the country trying to make the case.
There's like no way to sugarcoat this. That was one of the worst apologies and excuses I've ever heard. And honestly, as a one-time Bernie Sanders supporter, I'm mortified. It just goes to this ongoing lack of accountability that frankly is what tarnished his campaign when it came to not only sexual harassment inside, but also the sort of Bernie bro culture on the outside. And it's sad.
Bernie has now won the popular vote in the first 3 primary contests, making him the clear frontrunner. And the story wasn't that he was winning, but that if you use pundit math, he was actually losing.
Bernie Sanders may have eked out the most votes in Iowa and New Hampshire. But if you look at the numbers more closely, it shows a candidate hitting a ceiling. I don't understand how Bernie is considered a frontrunner.
In New Hampshire, 52% of voters wanted either Pete Buttigieg or Amy Klobuchar or Joe Biden. Moderates are winning.
The story of the night, Amy Klobuchar, now in 3rd place.
The story of the Sanders campaign so far this year is how much ground he's lost from 4 years ago.
When you add up the totals, though, for Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, and Joe Biden, when you add them up last night, that's more than half the electorate.
There's a certain part of the Democratic Party that wants us to be a cult. I'm not interested in being in a cult. I'm not a very culty person.
This thing is going very well for Vladimir Putin.
Even though in the polling we're seeing that Bernie Sanders is among the top 3 or top 4, Joe Biden is usually the front runner in all national polls.
In her soon-to-be-released book, Donna Brazile describes an agreement signed by the DNC and the Clinton campaign in August of 2015. Early in the election cycle, and potential candidates were still deciding whether to get in. In exchange for raising money and investing in the DNC, Hillary Clinton would control the party's finances, strategy, and all the money raised.
World News Tonight devoted 81 minutes to Trump campaign stories and just 20 seconds to Sanders, despite Trump and Sanders often having similar levels of support in primary polls. NBC, CBS, and ABC have dedicated 234 minutes this year to Donald Trump, compared to just 10 minutes for Sanders.
Largely people of color, of those the majority are Latino, and they are clearly, at least from eyeballing it, strongly in favor of Bernie Sanders, with Joe Biden coming in 2nd.
Oh my God, with the sigh.
Well, ask yourself this. Who was the last candidate they told you on television could never, ever win? Oh yeah, the current president.